Hi, welcome back to Mechanic Garage. Been a while, but I'm going to try and get some work done on the Volvo. I've had the delivery, and now I'm hoping I can get the odometer working on speedo and get all that back together. First thing on the Volvo, speedo drive gears. This has been the bane of my life for weeks at the time I was doing it, because they're quite common for the teeth breaking off. I'll show you those in a second, and that stops the odometer working. The original cogs go rubbery and fall apart, all the teeth fall off and then jam everything up. Sorted all that out, cleaned it all out, fitted a new cog. I'll show you the difference on this one. Now this speedo has been out of the car on and off for, I would say, probably 4 months, because during the winter I couldn't work on the car, so I started doing the internally bits, and that pin that holds the needle on broke off. So I then had the problem of refitting the motor, because what happens, you take the front off, take this display off, the screws that hold all this gear and all the speedo into the back of it, then separates. The white shroud around the outside, so the clear shroud all around the outside of it, transmits the light through to the display and also stops people fiddling with it too much. I needed to fiddle with it too much, because the little gears run inside here. I'll take this off in a second, and this must have been off here 20 times. I'll take it off for that the 21st time, and I'll show you what the problem is, or what I think the problem is, because it's really annoyed me to the point I gave up with it for a while, because I didn't want to do it. Now if you lift this off, because I've no longer got the side bit, which I gave up with because I couldn't strip it anymore, what was happening, I replaced the gears, and then you can see the gears there, the little black one and the white one, it started to work, and I was like, ah, brilliant. But then it stopped working. The numbers stopped going round, and all I had to do was flick the end of the motor in there and it'd start working again. And I stripped it and I stripped it and I cleaned it and I stripped it, and to the point I lost the will to live. Even silicone spray inside all the gears to make sure nothing was sticking, and this part of the motor drive here is perfectly fine, there's not a mark on it, but that gets stuck. Now the only thing I can think of is, if it's focus hopefully, just check, that there, the little black cog, when I fitted it, the little peg holes, they were tight, and I had to sort of almost stretch it over them and force it. Now because of that, even though I've measured it and measured it and measured it, I think that this is ever so slightly triangulated, which then causes it at a certain point to jam up. So what I'm going to do is fit the new one that I bought, had come from Italy. Now UK is classed as Europe. America have 26 teeth for miles an hour, I assume, and it says for Europe 25 teeth, because obviously in kilometres the odometer will turn around quicker. So what I'm going to try and do is work that out and change this tiny little black cog, no, white cog for that little black cog. They should be interchangeable. After all, it's the back piece that's the problem. So I replaced that, as I say, and then it just started locking up and jamming, and I could not find out why. I stripped things, I cleaned things, I washed the cogs out, everything, numerous times. So what I'm going to do is replace the original grey gear and the replaced black one, because I figured by getting a new one that's already got that on should work out fine. And if this doesn't fix it, I have no clue what I'm going to do. So this back one is a moulded one piece, so it will be more accurate. It's a reputable place. They sell loads and loads of them for all sorts of things, but in Italy, free postage. However, this wasn't the cheapest thing in the world, but I got sick and tired of trying to make it work. And believe it or not, I could have bought that part in America for about $12, which is about, I think probably about 9 or 10 quid. And they insisted, even though I questioned, just said, is that correct for the shipping cost? And they went, yeah, £340. Or it was something like that. I don't know if that was the exact number, but there was no way on this planet I was doing that. So this is a 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't, lost count already. That's 25, it says it on the packet. So if I get this one and this one back to back, there should be ever so slight difference. You won't be able to see it, and I'm not even sure I will, because I'd rather use the correct one and get the mileometer right. 1, 2, 3, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, right, after counting those 5 times, I got 3 different ones, but by counting it really carefully again and again, that is also a 25. So, as I bought that from a UK supplier, doesn't mean an awful lot. That may be correct. 25. So we're going to go for 25 because that's literally all I've got. I'm going to use the 2 new gears from the same company that made the pair, and in theory, fitting these is pretty straightforward. As in this straightforward. You put that through, that drops into there, and then drop the motor top back over, the wire out of the way. In theory now, that should be it. Get the 2 screws, put them back in. Because now both gears are new, all the insides have been checked and cleaned, and all the broken bits of tooth taken out of it. Everything has been done so many times. In theory now, this can't be wrong. And I know theory is a wonderful thing. Now, I don't know if you're better to see or not, but what I've done before is poke through into the internal mechanism, make sure that gear is free, which it is. There's a little tiny bit of free play on that in there, so it's not jammed. When it does get stuck, or when it did get stuck, just poking that motor around there was enough to free it off. So, is that going to fix it? I bloody hope so. This speedo has been in and out of here so many times that it's all connected up. You just have to line these 4 pins up. Hopefully you can see. There's a little plug on the back that wants to try and move. So as long as you can get this in the right place and those 4 pins in the right place, because I have missed one before and had no speedo whatsoever. Right, that's just slotted in nicely. You can tell when it goes in, it falls in with a little tiny bit of resistance. Now this car hasn't run for, oh God knows now, quite a while because of this whole speedo issue. So I don't even know if the battery's going to be any good. Right, okay. See if she'll start. Might be a no then. No. Oh, actually, wouldn't start even if it did, because I've got the ECU unplugged, because at some point I was gonna weld it. Right, jump laser on. See if anything happens this time. Bear in mind it hasn't run for a while, and I don't have a throttle because the pedal's out, so I could weld it. You can't argue with that, apart from the battery going low. I can hear the fuel pump, so I'm guessing we're running out of fuel. Right, so if I now stick it to drive, the speedo should start moving. Unless I've not got it plugged in correctly. Right, so I'll give it a little bit of revs. Speedo is actually moving. Mileometer is moving. And what it'd do before was maybe a mile, mile and a half, and then stop. So I shall come back in a little bit and see what we get. So far so good. Never done this long before, so I can only assume that if it goes around 10 and then to 11 and a half, it's in a straight 10 miles, and it's fixed. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Fixed. Something is fixed. I've actually managed to fix something. I ain't fixed the clock though. I'm still saying 6:30. Right, I'm now going to start putting this back together. I've just put the screws back in the rear to hold that in. I'm going to wipe this down to get rid of fingerprints because there's nothing worse than that. And I'm also going to clean this out because any bits in here where you get all the bits of dust and muck over the years that get through the speedo hole. If you get to see, really awkward angle, but basically I'm just doing a little soft paintbrush down the inside through the hole, avoiding scratching the inside of it and just getting along that edge where it's dusty. And it's coming out already. Excuse the plane, but yeah, that'll do that. Now I'll go and blow the muck out, and hopefully that'll be spotless. I did clean it up quite well before because it's got a few minor scratches, but it polished them out. Right, there we go. Just get these back in. Get your nameplate, your warning light things back in. The angle's not very good for filming at the minute. Little clicky pegs. Make sure they click back on properly, which that one has now. You see warning lights through there now, they're spotless. So now all the bits have gone. This is really awkward to film. Let's get these back in. I think they only go in one way. That way. Okie dokie. And because it's got the trip buttons, I'll overhang it over the edge slightly. And then I can put this back in. Now this has got the occasional intermittent lighting faults, but I can't sort it just yet. Bit of dust fell in. So occasionally the backlights are a little bit dull, although they all work now. It has got that intermittent bit of a pain in the bum. Not go under it or over it. Under it, of course. Now it's just a case of whacking all screws back in. All sorted. I had to have a quick look for one that was for sale on eBay and see where the screws all went, because I wasn't far off. There was a couple that got in the wrong place. I don't suppose it matters much. It's just some are like Silverhead and some of the smaller ones. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. However, it don't matter. They're done now anyway. I'm gonna put it back in the car. Right, there's not an awful lot you're gonna see, so I was going to slot it in, connect it up, and give it a quick test after. All the plugs and everything are all pretty self-explanatory where they go, as long as I can still see it, because with the sun it's quite dark in here. Last peg really, last plug. I think there might be there's one at the other end as well. I can't see. Right. That is everything back in. Yeah, we're good. Got dash lights, got no other problems. Yeah, all that lot's lit up nicely. Stick it in, 2 screws, and that's that sorted. Without having a speedo cable, it's a lot easier because it's wires. You get a speedo cable like the Yugo. I've got to put that back together a bit. That's a bit of a pain. Two little bits of trim, which way around do they go on that side? And this side. I think it might have even been Christmas I took this to bits, so I can't remember. There we go. That is a big job done. Right, now that's done. I think that'll call it a day. I'm running short of time again. So we've seen the speedo working. Odometer even, and it didn't jam up, which is a massive bonus because before it used to keep doing it all the time, as I said. So it's all back together, it's all fitted. Next job has to be the welding. It's a lovely day. I could do it today, but I'm really not in the mood for it, and obviously that's going to take a day at least of faffing about. So that will do for this one anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, all the usual stuff, and there's a hype button as well somewhere hidden down the bottom. So thank you very much. I'll see you in another video where hopefully we'll get on with something a bit more in depth.